This is just a quick tour of my studio apartment here. This is where I live. It is a 800 square foot studio in the Med Center, Houston Med Center area. It is pretty tight at 800 square feet. However, after living on a boat for 22 years, I needed a small place. I couldn't really do anything too big. This is my reading station where I read all my automotive related materials, and that's the cat bed. That's night TV over there, and that's the cat. One of two, the other one is hiding. But the one thing I was going to do the tour of was this baby right here, which is my battery backup for the apartment. Right now I'm setting it up to charge because there's a hurricane. A group of hurricanes expected to be out. But basically this, and I'll do a close bit on this. This is basically a battery backup right here, which is designed to give me everything that I need to get power to last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how I use it. I used this during Harvey, and I found I ran a week without power roughly, and I was able to use this to watch movies 2 hours a night for 7 days, and it stayed together fine. But then I got a reprieve because the power came back on for a couple of nights, so I was able to recharge it. So I don't actually have an accurate idea, but I take this unit camping, and I take it out camping. It'll run the entire weekend, and we abuse the hell out of it at the campsite. So it runs TVs, an espresso maker. We bring the Xbox out there with the gaming wheel and the whole 9 yards. So it gets a lot of work out at the campsite, and it does pretty good. So I'll break this thing out and show you what it is. So this is basically how the inverter works. See if we have a power outage. I'll fire this thing out, and then I open it up. Alright, so basically what we have here is a 1000 watt power inverter. Then I've got a digital charger, trickle charger, which charges these two batteries, which are under here. Got two marine batteries, and I wish I could tell you that I spec'd the power on them, but I didn't. They were bought because they fit in this tote, and for no other reason, because I figured this is mostly emergency backup power, so I didn't do anything too hinky with it. I've also got these two power leads that go to the power inverter there, and then I've got this extension cord which can go over to my TV or whatever I need to be running, and a power strip for computers and everything else that I might need to be doing. So this is pretty funny, but about 6 months ago I was out on a camping trip and actually wired this inverter backwards. Ordinarily what you do is you'd get a black cable for your negative side, because these are wired in series, and you would get a red cable on your positive side, but I couldn't find a red cable, so I used this black one, which means in the middle of the night when I'm drunk and all stumbling around at the campsite, and inadvertently hooked ground here, positive here, and it popped the fuse in this unit, which I just had to replace, and it seems to be working all right. So basically, the way I've got this inverter working here, each one of these cables connect to here, so red connects here, and then black connects here. Now I'll make sure this unit is off, which it is. Then I hook up, supposedly, positive to positive. And down over here, we go negative to negative. That's seat on there real good. Leave this over here. Pick up the screwdriver and then we. All right. So once I get the inverter on here at the campsite, not really at home so much, I made these two screws for this thing to tap into, and then I just kind of dog it down a little bit. And that's got power, it's ready to go. So once this thing is set up, it's wired in, I put this thing wherever I want it, turn it on, and it'll start running. And these are the two outlets I can use. I've also got a USB port up here. And the USB port I inadvertently disconnected, so I'm gonna have to take this apart and play with that again, but it doesn't matter, this will be good enough as is. So anyway, that's basically how it worked. And in the event of a storm, that sucker right there will get me through a week. And that's it.